Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Kolba. I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I am a founding Legacy Elite Executive with Jamberry Nails, and I have been asked to redo my gel video because apparently the last one was good application, but honestly when I did it, I had no idea it would be shared like 12,000 times. So it was not done very well. So I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna use some different colors because last time I used really light colors. It didn't really work out. So, but I'm gonna teach you how to apply gels like a professional. So I'm gonna do 3 different things actually. I'm gonna utilize this video and show you 3 different ways to use our True Shine gel system. The first one I'm gonna do is applying a gel enamel. So that's applying one of our regular or specialty gel colors. And that's to get like a really polished, salon quality, shellac looking manicure. So that's gonna be done first so that if you're only here to watch that, you can peace out after I've done that one. The second one I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you how to use a cosmetic sponge to use our sparkle gels. Some of the sparkle gels are really highly concentrated sparkles, so you won't need to use it. I am doing birthday bash today, tutus and tiaras. These 2 are really highly concentrated sparkles, and you don't necessarily need to use a cosmetic sponge. Some of the other ones that I love, my very favorite sparkle one is Fashionably Late. That doesn't really go with this, so I'm not going to use it, but it's my very favorite color. It's almost a champagne colored sparkle. And it's not highly concentrated enough. So I use this, and basically what a cosmetic sponge does is suck out all the excess gel and leaves you with high pigment sparkle. So, and then the third one I'm gonna do is just simply using our True Shine gel system to do a top coat over a wrap. So I've already finished this hand. So as you can see, and pardon my extremely dry hands, I live in Alberta and it's like minus 4,000 degrees here. It's so bad for our skin. So obviously we love the indulgence line here. Okay, so first of all, you always want to clean your nails really, really well. You're gonna want to use an alcohol swab. And I always tell people, don't just go like this, don't just wipe them. Get right in the creases. That's where the oil hides, and that's the stuff that we don't want on our nails. You're gonna wanna clean those really well. So I'm just using these 3 middle fingers here for my demos today. Sorry, I got home from the executive retreat in New Orleans yesterday, and apparently I talked or screamed or shrieked or laughed too much because I'm losing my voice. Okay, so I've cleaned those 3 fingers really, really well. You don't want them wet when you apply the gel, so I'm just gonna air them off a bit. Okay, so your first step to doing a color coat is using our base coat. You can't really read that. There you go. So our base coat, you can see how ratty this bottle is. This base coat has lasted me 18 months. It's from my very original kit that we got at conference in Texas a 1.5 years ago. So our products go a really, really long way. So when you make the investment of them, know that you are getting a great product and you're gonna get tons of manis. I use this for every single manicure. So 18 months with 1 bottle, that's pretty good. So with the base coat, you want a thin coat. So you don't want a thick, gloopy coat of this. You want it fairly thin. You're gonna wanna keep away from the edges. The same thing with wraps is that you don't want your product going on your skin or cuticle, or it doesn't adhere very well. So, and then you're gonna put this in the lamp. And I wish I could speed this up. Maybe I'll figure out a way to edit it so I can. Anyways, so our lamp is self-timed for, I believe it's 40 seconds. So you just want to leave it in there until it turns off. The color I'm using today for you all is called Serenity. I am fairly certain this is probably being discontinued pretty soon because it was the color of the year. Rose Quartz and Serenity were the colors of the year in 2016. I think this year it's a green color, which is really interesting. I'm excited to see our lineup. So there you go. So you are done the base coat. It's cured. Do not wipe between coats. Do not do it. Some people do it. Don't do it. I think it's probably a little bit tacky. So that's good. So you want the gel to stay on. A lot of people, so the biggest problem I see with applications is they're messy. They're so messy. Gel is a whole different beast. Just know that when you buy it. It's a lot different. It acts a lot different than lacquer. It does not dry as you're brushing it on, so it stays runny as long as you do not cure it. So the way I apply, I keep far away from the edges. Again, it runs a little bit, but you do not want the color coat anywhere near the edges of your nails. I almost wiped too much of that off, but you want thin multiple coats, not one thick gloopy messy coat. And my little trick of the trade is, I almost call it like, it's called the scrubbing method. Well, I call it that, but it's almost like you were curling. I know the Canadians are gonna like that one. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So once you've kind of got it on how you want it, you want to take your brush and scrub backwards. See how I'm kind of pushing the gel backwards and then smooth it back forwards. Now, why you do that, and this is why I think you do that. I don't think it's a crazy science, but I feel like it's almost like Velcro. So you're almost creating like a Velcro effect onto the gel. So it's not gonna pop off. That's one complaint we hear about the gel. When you do gel, you have to give yourself time to do it. It's not our wraps. Our wraps, if you wanna get perfect nails in 20 minutes, wraps are the way to go. If you want the gel look, a really nice polished full set of gels, which I rarely have patience for, because it does take, for me, to do a full set of gels, it takes about an hour. It takes about an hour. I mean, the great part is you can leave and your gel is cured and it's not wet, so you can run out the door as soon as you're done. But it does, like, you need about an hour to get a really good set that are well done. I feel like a lot of people rush their gel, and that's why A, it either pops off, or B, it looks super messy. You just need some patience and a very steady hand to get this applied. So see how I almost created a ridge the first time around? I'm just going over it again and staying in those lines and keeping that really, it's a very, very small space, but it's a space all the way around the nail. And again, scrub backwards and smooth forwards. I usually find 3 coats of any of the colors are good enough. I don't think any of them take 2. Like some of the lighter ones, like Toasted, you can get away with 2. But I think most of them are about 3 coats. Obviously the sparkles, it depends on what kind of coverage you want from them. But I do find all of the color coats take 3 coats. So that's what I'm saying. You need to give yourself some time. Give yourself an hour. Don't rush it. Like, if you know you have to be somewhere, just put some wraps on and wait till you have, you know, an hour to do your nails. The wrap that I have on is, it's really cool. It's called Ultramarine. It's kind of, it doesn't glow. It's like a navy blue and white, but that one's called Ultramarine. So I've done 2 coats now. This will be the final coat. And again, you're staying in those lines and staying away from the side of the nail. and the top of the nail too. You just don't want to get it on skin, because then it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't bond nicely to the actual nail. So once you've done that scrub back thing, you make sure you smooth it back over. And I got some. So the nice thing about gel, it's pretty forgiving in the way that before you cure it, if you do get it on your skin, you can actually just take it off with a fingernail or an orange stick or something. So this is my final color coat. After the final color coat, you're gonna put on the top coat. The top coat you can put a little bit thicker. It is formulated a little bit thicker, so it naturally goes on a bit thicker. So again, this is part 1 of this video, in that this is if you're just wanting to know how to get a really good gel color application. The next nail that we're gonna do is, and you can't really see it, it's Birthday Bash. How to get a really nice coverage on our sparkles. It saves you so much time. It also makes for a way better application because it's not super thick. You don't want the gel super thick. They do give a bit of nice strength to the nails, but you don't want them like bubble nails. I don't get that trend. Freaks me out. Okay, so this is the top coat. Again, stay on the nail. Do not go on the skin. That's, I find, when I hear them popping off for people, and then I just do it horizontally. I do not do the scrub method on the top coat, by the way. Okay, so this is our final coat, so we're just gonna cure it one time. You can see how this can take an hour. Of course, you're gonna be doing multiple nails at a time, not just one at a time. But that's why I don't often do full gel manis. I mean, I love the look of them. And when I have the time, I sometimes do them because they look super like chic and polished and professional. But I usually do a mix because then the gel's not taking me super long. To do like 1 or 2 nails doesn't take a long time. Confession time, I also don't love removal. If you're used to salon gel removal, you might totally be okay with it. I never did gels. I never did shellac at the salon, so I find it a little time consuming. Okay, so that was our final coat. You always want to wipe it with that alcohol at the end or else it will be tacky. Give it a good wipe, and you can also wash your hands after. So that is, see how like clean that is? It's not on the skin, it's not on the cuticle. It's not super thick. It's got like some thickness to it to give your nail some strength, but yeah. So if that's all you're interested in, you can turn this video off now. If you want to see how to apply sparkles with a cosmetic sponge, stay tuned. I will do that right now. So we're going to do Birthday Bash. Again, like I said before, Birthday Bash is actually really nicely highly pigmented with sparkles. So you don't even necessarily need the sparkle method, but I did want to show how I do it. So I take a cosmetic sponge. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on these. Because you can't reuse them. You can cut them into smaller pieces. This is quite a big piece. So you wipe it on the cosmetic sponge and then you just dab it on the nail. Keeping away. Did I do? Oh my God, I didn't do a base coat. See? I've been doing my nails for over 3 years with Jamberry. Okay, so you still need a base coat. Okay. Sorry guys, I got a little ahead of the game there. So you want your base coat. I should have done that in the beginning. I should have done all of them. And actually, if we're gonna jump ahead, we might as well wipe this one down and do the, so this is the wrap, and the last application method I'm gonna show you is sealing a wrap with just our gel on top. It's really nice because it makes them last forever. Super durable. I just went through like a massive renovation and move with our house, and my jams held up. I demolished an entire kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna put them in the lamp there, and then we'll move on to the sparkle method. I probably will also just wrap up, and I might as well throw on the top coat on the nail with the wrap as well, so that you guys don't have to be here for like 16 hours watching me do my nails, as much as I know you love it. Anyways, yeah, so if you have any questions, make sure to ask either me or your jam slinging boss babe of choice. Yeah, our gel system is amazing. And honestly, when it came out, I was not super pumped about it. I love our wraps. I thought, why do we need this? And now I have every gel we offer because I absolutely love it. I think it adds just a really cool other dimension to our applications. So here's our thing again. Can't believe I forgot that. I'm gonna put it over here maybe. It's a little bit thicker. So I like to brush it on, not super thick, because I like that gel to soak in, because I really just want the sparkles left on there. I mean, obviously you need a little bit of gel for it to stick, but I almost find Birthday Bash, it's pretty good on its own. Some of the other ones with the bigger sparkles and like way too much gel, if you are painting on like 3-4 coats and still not finding good coverage, try this method and your mind will be blown. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna clean up, again, just clean up the edges a little bit. You don't want your gel everywhere. I'm gonna stick that in the lamp. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so our gel is awesome. It comes with, we came out with a matte top coat this year. I know the matte look is really, really in. And I think we've offered, since we released the kit, I wanna say we've offered probably 30, maybe 30 colors, maybe even more. Our color pop every month, it alternates between a lacquer and a gel. I know this month is an amazing, like kind of holographic lacquer, but we did have a really nice gel, I believe last month. So make sure you are on your Jam Girls VIP page so that you can keep up to date on those announcements. So again, I mean, sparkles are kind of one of those things. It's up to you, like how pigmented you want it. If you don't want it super thick, the lighting is not the best in here. Plus it's like almost 4 o'clock, and since we practically live in the Arctic, the sun's already going down. Guys, this video, like I meant to do it hours ago, but I have 3 kids and they do things that don't really allow you to live life according to plan. So again, I'm just popping this in here for one more little round. I don't know, I'm gonna see what it looks like. I might do a 3rd coat or I might call it a day, but it needs the top coat as well. And same with that other finger that I put the base coat on. It needs to get the top coat as well, and then they both need to cure and then wipe with an alcohol wipe. Because this video is ridiculously long already. It's like 18 minutes. I'm so sorry. But if it allows you to utilize your gel system that's been collecting dust in your closet, hopefully it's been worth it. So this is the top coat, so I'm just gonna brush it on top. So when you're doing the gel on the wrap, all you need is the base coat, cure, top coat, cure, and then wipe with alcohol. And this is the Birthday Bash nail. I'm gonna do that there. Dun, dun, dun. And then cure again. You have 40 seconds left to watch this, and then I'm all done. So you have to make sure to wipe that final cured top coat. That is something I hear quite often. I think sometimes people don't read the instructions fully, including myself, because when we first got these kits in Texas, I definitely ran to my room and tried it out, and I'm like, why are these sticky? You'll know if you missed a step, because they're super, super sticky, and that alcohol wipes that away and gives you a really nice shine. So hopefully, if you've watched all 20 minutes of this, you have had a takeaway, an epiphany. Hopefully you'll be utilizing your True Shine system. So again, just wipe with alcohol, and they're all done. So that is 3 different ways of using the True Shine system: the sponge method, your color, and just sealing your jams in. So even if you're not interested in painting your nails, you just want your jams to have a high shine and really good strength and really good durability. We're talking 2 to 3 weeks for that nail if I wanted to. Grab the True Shine kit. It's amazing. So that's it. Thanks for watching.